I can totally tell, Candace, that you're nervous.
I was so nervous. I was
what it is.
embarrassed.
I can tell. Look at your eyes. I can tell. You're like, oh God. How do you feel?
It's actually like,
Hey everybody, welcome to Snacks and Reacts. Today's episode is with the incomparable Candace Cameron Bure. You know it's true.
Hi.
Look at this one.
that's so sweet.
So we are going to watch the first episode of Full House. Do you remember filming the intro to this? That must have been a hard shot to get.
We went up to San Francisco for a day and shot these opening titles. How does that smell?
I didn't.
Probably
There you
safe.
are.
There
Were you-
I am.
Were
Oh
you,
my goodness.
How old were you?
I was 10.
Okay.
10 when we shot the pilot. Half of these opening titles were shot in Griffith Park,
Oh, sure.
right here
I
in
can see
LA,
that now.
and then some were really in San Francisco, like this one. And
Okay.
that's it. Otherwise, we shot all of Full House in Los Angeles. We were never in San Francisco. People think that we actually shot in the house that you see on the opening titles,
Right.
but we didn't.
So what was it like auditioning for the role at 10? Do you remember what that was like? Were you auditioning for other things? And...
I do. I'd been acting for 5 years already.
Oh, wow.
And
A veteran.
I was a veteran. But I remember this one specifically because the casting director had said, like, yeah, that was fine. Okay, you can come back. I'll bring you back, tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And I walked out, and my mom was waiting there for me, and I just started crying. And she's like, what's the matter? What happened? And I said, she just said it was okay. I was fine. And my mom, and the casting director comes out, and she's like, yeah, well, we'd like to bring her back tomorrow. And she's like, but honey, you're coming back tomorrow. And I'm
Yeah.
like, but she just said I was okay, that I was fine. You know what I love watching this is we were kids being real kids.
Okay.
Whereas I think on shows now, and even with Fuller House, like it's all for fun and
Right.
big laughs and spit takes, but there's moments in Full House where it just feels more real, like
Oh,
they
yeah.
just let us be kids, even though it was scripted, but they kind of took those moments. We weren't just waiting for the joke to happen, which is what we do now.
Right. What was unique about this show, you think, that made it go? It was this family in this house, and it's, again, took me forever to realize that Full House is because there were so many people in the house.
Yes.
That's why it's called Full House?
Yes.
I don't know why I did not put that together until like a week ago.
Full House.
Now, Bob, how was that? I mean, who made you laugh the most as a kid growing up? Was it Bob? Was it David? Who was it?
Dave made us laugh the most because of all of his voices.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so this is your room, yes?
No, that is Michelle's room.
Oh, got it.
And
Okay.
Uncle Jesse
You guys had
is
some
moving
pretty
in.
Big rooms.
I know. Yeah, DJ had a room, but then she had to share it with Stephanie,
Yes.
and she was not happy about it.
There was always a little bit of tension between
Yes.
you guys having that room. Look at your line that you have.
Yes.
This is my side of the room. This is yours.
This is so funny. I remember all of this like it was yesterday.
Is this the baby? Is this?
That is Mary Kate or Ashley.
It is. So
Yes.
from that point, it was the same
Yeah.
baby. It was the twins.
It was. You know what's interesting? If you look at the opening titles of Full House, it says Mary Kate Ashley.
Oh.
Like they were one person, because they didn't really want people to know that they were twins.
Okay.
But somewhere along the way, they eventually got separate credits. Like, still one card, but Mary Kate and Ashley.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Their little butt. Oh my goodness.
I
Their little
know.
baby butt.
Oh my gosh, Jodie has the funniest line there. She's like,
Oh,
well,
she-
then how do you roast turkey? She has like this little lisp. It's so cute. I loved Bob so much, and we, like, instantly, I remember the first time I met him, because we shot the pilot twice with a different dad.
No.
Jodie didn't divulge all this information.
She did not.
What? So we shot the pilot with a different actor for Danny
Okay.
Tanner, but
Okay.
they always had wanted Bob, but Bob was not available.
What was Bob doing?
He had, I believe, a talk show in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's random.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Look at this. I got like little goosebumps
I know.
here.
Me too. But he was just very, it's so lovely, especially if people don't have kids of their own.
I'm now crying. We're gonna go to your first kiss, Candace.
Okay, let's go to my
Your first
kiss,
screen kiss.
which was my first kiss. Just for all all of you out there watching this, just think. Like, my mom and dad were just hanging out on the side of the set.
Yeah,
like,
so
that's
weird.
embarrassing to be 13 and have this kiss and you know your mom and dad are watching.
So weird. And not only that, it's like you're awkward around the guy.
Totally.
Okay, can we just talk about how cute your outfit is, though?
Thanks. I think my cousin and my friends, my real friends, are in this episode. Like, they're some of the background actors. Yeah, that's my cousin Megan.
There you go.
So we all just had family. So when we had extras, we'd be like, who wants to be in it?
That's so, and they loved it, right?
Yeah,
And then they were like, this is a lot of work. I don't want to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is my crush. And
Oh my God, my husband so has that. Pictures of him in that kind of.
sweater.
Yeah. 100%.
Like the braid. Do you see the little
Bolero?
braid
Oh,
in
let me
my
see the
hair?
braid. That was a very like a Paula Abdul thing.
Totally.
So wait, actually, did you have a say in what you were wearing as you were growing
yeah.
into your teenage years?
Oh, yeah.
Did they have like vision boards for you to like? Did they pull out Bot magazine and like start to like plan out your outfits, or did you do that?
So they would have racks of clothes, but they would always just see what I was wearing in real life.
Oh wow.
And then take inspiration from that
Okay.
and then kind of like bump it up a notch. It's a total look, and I have a lot of hair, and I know I felt really cool because I was wearing black.
Did you
which
perm your
they
hair?
Yes, that is a perm.
My sister's permed her hair too. Did she perm her hair?
No, those were like sponge rollers, I
Oh
think.
my God, I remember sponge rollers. Oh, I love your character so much. She
Oh my
always
goodness.
had to hold it together.
Yeah, DJ is a bit of a perfectionist. I wonder where she gets it from.
Oh, look at your dog.
There's Comet.
Did Comet grew up with you guys too?
Comet grew up with us, and eventually Comet became Ajax.
Okay, where's the kiss? Where's the kiss? Here it comes.
So we were playing Spin the Bottle.
See what happens when you close the door and let kids just do their own thing?
Yep. So
They'll take any excuse.
naughty, naughty. But DJ was uncomfortable because it was a setup,
Yeah.
and she liked Kevin, but didn't want to kiss. But I really genuinely
Yeah, was this weird
so
having all these
embarrassed.
kids? Look at
I was more self-conscious about knowing my parents were there.
Oh,
I didn't
okay,
even
got it.
care about the kids.
You're like, I don't care about you, kid.
Yeah, DJ feels pressured,
She says
and then she
no.
feels like a dork, and then she like goes and cries in her room. She feels like her family embarrassed her and her friends, and then Aunt Becky comes in for a talk.
She's so gorgeous. All right, so where's this kiss? Come
Okay,
on.
it's at the very end.
All right.
And here's the thing,
Oh, here
I
it is.
had never had a kiss before, let alone on camera.
I can tell. I can totally tell, Candace, that you're nervous.
I was so nervous.
I
I
don't know
was
what it is.
embarrassed.
I can tell. Look at your eyes. I can tell. You're like, oh God. How do you feel?
It's actually like, poor me. I feel so awkward for me. I remember I actually, before we did that scene, I asked Lori, I was like, I've never done this. What am I supposed to do?
Look how happy you are. You're like, I did it.
I know. I was like, I got through it. I did it. It's over. It's done.
Look at that happy face.
But I was like, do I close my eyes? Do I keep them open? Should I put my hands on his shoulder?
You're like, this will be
What
perfect.
should I do? And she was like, yeah, just close your eyes and it'll be over fast.
Yeah, it'll be over
I mean,
fast.
he was a nice kid, so at least
Yeah.
I didn't have someone that
like
I.
weird or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this was a good one.
Yeah.
Stephanie's Wild Ride.
All right.
Because that's where Gia,
You
if
go-
you watch Fuller House, which is Marla Sokoloff,
Uh-huh.
is like she was on here,
Gia-
and she was the bad girl with the cigarette.
Right. Gia was yes. I love Marla Sokoloff. She's
Me too.
she's coming on here too.
Is she?
She is.
There's like almost a car accident, and Gia's a very bad influence.
Oh, on Jody.
Yes, on Jody. So then I had to
Oh.
be big sister coming in and saying, you should not go out with them. You can't get back in the car with them. But DJ was just the responsible. She was so responsible and a big sister because they didn't have a mom on the show.
Yep.
I mean, Aunt Becky was on the show, but she always had taken the responsibility on as the mom. So
Hey, did you have a lot of young women tell you that that DJ was really helpful for them growing up, or
I
that
did.
really inspirational?
I did, which is such a huge compliment. It is really, really wonderful that I've heard that people have felt like DJ's been their big sister, or the big sister they never had,
Yeah.
or a best friend that they've never had, or
Yep.
the best friend they've always wanted. So that part is really cool. And they learned lessons. There were always those pivotal special episodes that they learned certain things from.
Here's Camp Cucamonga. So this was not a sitcom. This was a single camera special movie where all of the TGIF actors were in it, and it blew my mind growing up with this, because I was actively watching TGIF. I was a little bit younger, but at the same time, I was that age.
Yeah.
It is an all-star bus right there. Jennifer Aniston is the counselor. This guy I've seen a million times. And of course, there's Jaleel. And Jaleel was cool, right? He was cool in this, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
oh my
he
gosh,
was. And
look
Josh
at this.
Saviano.
That's right. Camp Cucamonga was just, like I said, mind-blowing. And what was it like? You must have had so much fun shooting this with everybody, I hope, right?
We did. We all had fun. And I remember, though, insecure little me, I was so jealous of Danica.
Really? Because she likes to be tough?
Well, no, because she was beautiful and, you know,
That hair.
so, and just everything. And she was Winnie Cooper. I was like, what? So everyone was so awesome. But when you're with that many kids, at least I was just an insecure young teenager.
Sure.
But loved it. I loved it. And I probably hung out with Jaleel the most just because we were already buddies.
Yeah. But more importantly is this rap that y'all do towards the end,
Oh my
right?
goodness.
It's like at the talent show or something. Oh, here it is.
I'm a menace. When people look at me, they always get jealous. Some people say that I'm uncouth, but everybody knows that I tell the truth.
Jaleel is so cute.
Like we're throwing it
I
back.
know.
Hunga! Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
She had a great voice. I think it's Tasha Scott.
I love you, Candace. This was amazing. Where can we find you? And also, you have an amazing book that's coming out. So please go check out her new book. It's coming out January 26th.
Yes, Candace's Playful Puppy, or you can hit me up on social media. I'm at Candace C. Bure on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the rest.
And Hallmark.
And Hallmark
And
Channel.
Dayspring.
Uh-huh.
This woman is everywhere. And yeah, subscribe, hit notifications. Thank you so much for joining Snacks and Reacts.